everybody. Morning, Justin. Hello, can you hear me?
Well, I'm not gonna be on too long. I just woke up.
Me neither. I'm up having some coffee, and I'm like, you know what? Let's do a rando stream because it's Friday
Hmm. Yeah, we got one at noon, man.
at 12:30. That's like
Yeah.
6 hours away from now. We can do
Yeah.
multiple streams in a day.
I don't know.
Shadwo does.
Yeah, that guy's nuts. He needs to spend less time streaming and more time fixing his damn smoke detector.
Dude,
It's
Shadwo can.
really freaking annoying, man.
I never hear it.
It's all I freaking hear.
Uh,
Beep,
so, what have you been up to?
beep, beep.
I ain't
Fucking
really
hear it when
talked to
I.
you. I ain't really talked to you since the last time we streamed.
Yeah, well, that's your fault. I've been here.
I know I've been really tired lately.
Yeah, yeah, it's okay. It happens.
I need to go get my kidneys checked out.
Yeah, you should do that.
It's like I haven't had to go to the doctor in a few months,
Yeah.
so stuff starts acting up.
Hey, I'm gonna put a call out. Everyone, go to Paradox over there on Twitter, Paradox Interactive, and give those guys a what for? Because they just told Harebrained Schemes they couldn't make another BattleTech game. Uh,
Oh
yeah. So
no!
I just tweeted out Paradox. You should find whoever told Harebrained that they couldn't make a BattleTech game and fire them.
Yeah, because
Because
we could use another BattleTech game.
yeah, we could use another BattleTech game. So yeah, if you're hearing this in the future, go on your socials and give a shit stink to Paradox Interactive. 'Cause
Yeah, give
those
a
guys,
what for?
yeah, I will not be buying any more Paradox Interactive merchandise until I'm able to buy a BattleTech 2 produced by Harebrained Schemes, or at least in the same format. Something like that, right? Yeah. Everyone, like my new shirt.
It's a pretty cool shirt, dude. Not gonna lie, it's a pretty cool shirt.
It's from a joke that was said on Mr. Max's show on Sunday night. But there's a
But
couple of role playing games or communism ideas
I've
kicking
been
around.
listening to that book.
Yeah, the Black Company.
Yeah,
Yeah, the first one is the weakest in the series, from what I
it's
remember.
it's still pretty decent though, man.
Yeah, yeah.
It is still pretty decent. Oh, in other news, Omegle shut down.
Omegle shut down.
They shut down Omegle.
What for?
The guy who had Omegle
Yeah,
was tired of the complaints of the perverts.
yeah. That would make sense.
Degenerates ruin everything.
Yeah, yeah,
Last night, I was gonna put on my Omegle gear, my Santa Claus shirt and my
yeah.
hat, and I had my hardcore um, '90s hip hop ready to go, NWA and shit like that. Fuck the police, straight out of Compton, because I just find that amusing, dressed up as Santa Claus playing in the background.
Yeah.
And I went to go on Omegle, and it was like, Omegle is done.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of YouTubers who relied on Omegle for their entire stick.
Yeah, their content uh they go on Omegle and record
Yeah.
it and then re-upload it to
And all the other chat places are just so much worse.
yeah. Well, you know what that means, right? It's time to quickly learn how to code and open up a domain.
Yep.
Mm.
And here's what pisses me off about the whole situation.
Yeah.
Omegle was an 18 plus site, but of course kids are gonna go on there anyway, right?
Yeah.
But they had a perv site. They had a site just for
Pervs. Yeah.
pervs, an adult site, you know.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. There are freaks that want to flash kids or whatever.
Yeah, and I don't understand that. And like every time somebody flashed me, I'd laugh at them. It was like, man, if mine was that size, I'd never show it to anybody. I'd be
Yeah.
embarrassed and just laugh at them and shit.
Well, with that kind of site, I wouldn't allow anyone to activate an account until we got a face photo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and there'd be a clear warning whenever you start up the thing. If your junk comes out, we're reporting you for indecent exposure to
Yeah, local
your local
law enforcement.
yeah. That would cut that down, especially if it like happened a few times. Yeah, and maybe like uh, a record of every interaction you had. So if somebody reported you, it could definitely, you know.
Yeah,
You see, I personally am not above a little bit of enforcement infrastructure
me neither.
on that kind of thing.
There should not be people out there, dudes out there trying to, show their junk to strangers,
Yep,
unless the strangers are on a site that want to see that.
yep, and that's what that's for, right?
Yeah, if there's a site specifically for that, then fine. But I had a lot of fun on there, and I made a lot of people laugh.
Yep.
And that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to make people laugh because when
Yeah.
you laugh, you have a good time. If you're in a bad mood and you see something that makes you start laughing, it makes your mood better. So I was
Yep.
out there trying to make people laugh, and freaking perverts have to ruin everything, and it really,
Yeah.
really it gets my goat.
Yeah. My notes.
So,
Uh.
have you slept?
Yeah. I slept, but I'm a little. I was a bad sleep.
Yeah, I went to bed around 9 o'clock.
Oh. Yeah. It was
I
like
was on
two
with
two thirty.
Bear. Yeah, I was on with Bear for a little bit yesterday. Bear and
Yeah, I saw that. I
Major
watched some
Musings.
of it on Mr. Max's stream.
Yeah, I was on with Bear and Major's Musings last night.
Oh, that was a different one, I think.
Yeah, he did
Maybe.
one in the evening. Yeah, I went on and just said hi and stuff to everybody. Talked about my mini.
Yeah, that was near the end. I guess that was the same one.
And then I went to sleep.
Yeah.
I binge watched some anime yesterday, but I took 2 naps, 3 naps yesterday too.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I had to go get some refills on my medications.
Yeah, that's
That's
gonna
always
happen.
walking out of the pharmacy with the biggest bag they have.
Oh, that's not good, man.
It is what it is.
Yeah,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
20,
20, yay!
20 balls of pills.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, that's the candy man, I guess.
You know, the Candyman. You can bring you sunshine, keep your ass alive.
I wouldn't want that candy man.
Me neither. I just like it immensely. But
Yeah,
luckily, I've only got 4 of them that I have to take more than once a day.
yeah, yeah. And you only got to take them until Tuesday.
Yeah. I've got 4 of them that I take twice a day,
Yeah.
and one of them I take 3 times a day. And so I only take 24, 28, 29 pills a day.
29 pills a day. Fuck, man. That's sad.
And that's not counting my migraine medication. I just take that as needed.
Yeah. Fuck. Oh,
Dude,
you,
it's
you
not that
depressed
big
me,
of a deal.
bro.
I know people who are worse off than me.
Yeah.
There's people out there worse off than me. So I'm not going to complain about it, man. I wake up, I do my goofy little videos.
Yeah.
Going to have young Master Gregory carry my laundry into the laundry room today.
Not because you need him to, but because you can make him do it.
No, I'm not supposed to carry a lot of weight,
Yeah.
which is stupid.
Yeah. What's the worst thing that's gonna happen? Your colon's gonna grow back.
And know what? Here's something that's pissing me off, man. My colorectal doctor
Yeah.
keeps on sending me automated messages that it's time for a colon screening.
Yeah. Well, they probably want to make sure.
I don't have one.
Yeah, but it's probably not for.
No, because it's a generic message. It is now that you are 50 years old, it is time for your colon screening. Every
Oh,
man 50 years old or above should get a colon screening at least once every few years. And I'm like, motherfuckers, listen here.
you're just mocking me.
I ain't got one. Yeah, why you teasing me, bitches?
You should go in. You should go in, play all dumb, and just be like, "I'm here for my colon screening. I also think I have some problems," and then just like not say anything, and hope it's like one of the interns or whatever,
Yeah.
and they fucking freak out.
Where is it?
I'm looking. It's not like you haven't had enough fingers poked back there. You're kind of used
Yeah,
to
it's
it.
like,
So
could you just get your finger out my butt?
yeah.
Haven't you figured out there's nothing there?
Yeah. It's like, hey, I'm a YouTube personality. Can I film this?
Can I stream this?
Oh.
Let me stream you trying to do a colon exam on somebody without a colon.
No, tell them that they're doing one.
Oh yeah, don't tell them until afterward. It's like, yeah,
Don't tell them until they're like,
can I stream
sir, I
your
think there's a
reaction?
problem.
Can I stream your reaction?
Hey, I'm a YouTuber.
I'm doing a reaction video.
Oh. Oh.
They'd be like, what the hell?
It's like, sir, I think we have a problem.
Yeah, and just go to a bunch of different colon doctors.
Just the one. But it's
No,
like,
just go to a
yeah,
bunch of different ones and film every one of them. Do a big old freaking video about it.
yeah.
Doctors react. Like,
Yeah. I would make a point of like saying, "I just got out of the bathroom. I had to take a wicked dump."
Where's your bathroom at? I got a turtle head a poking.
Yeah. Like, make sure that the doctor has to wait, like, because you go to the waiting room and
Yeah.
you're like, uh, "Where's the bathroom? I gotta take a wicked dump," and then hang out in there until it's time for the colonoscopy, and they're like, "Mr. Hungar, you're wanted at the front desk. Your appointment is due."
Yeah. They did a
uh,
colonoscopy and they
yeah,
wake me up and they're like, we've got a problem.
yeah. No, you can ask to be awake for that.
I would rather be asleep.
Yeah, yeah, no, no, no,
When
no.
they stick a camera, up your butt.
You got nothing there to
I'm
to
wearing my lemongrass McGee or lemon juice McGee t-shirt. Comic shop in good old Somerset, Kentucky, largest comic shop in Kentucky. If you're ever in the Somerset area, check them out. They've got a lot of good stuff.
Oh,
They
you
gave me
do
a shirt. They gave
promotions?
me a shirt. They gave me 2 shirts for free, man.
Okay.
So yeah, I pimp them out a little bit. We got a viewer. Hey, we're having coffee.
Well, he's having coffee.
I'm having
I'm
coffee.
having
It's
Pepsi.
coffee time with Hungar.
The Pepsi was already sitting here when I woke up, so
Mark, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, I woke up at like 5:30. Couldn't go back to sleep. I went to bed at like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock last night, so I got some sleep. And we're gonna have a very rainy, dreary day today.
rain is good.
Yeah, well, it's good
I am
weather.
only happy when it rains.
Yeah, me too. But
Misery down. Misery down.
pour your misery down. Pour your misery down. Garbage was such a great band.
Yep.
It was 3 dudes,
And a moderately hot chick.
and who were all music producers, and a chick that could sing.
Yeah.
You gotta go to work in 45 minutes. Yeah, going to work. I
Yeah.
miss that.
I don't.
I used to wake up, run in, take a leak, wash my face, brush my teeth, check my truck out, make sure everything was good to go, and start driving.
Yeah. I'm looking at ways to do less work.
Dude, could you do less work?
Yeah. I do actually do a lot of work.
You type some emails every day.
Well, I also got to review a lot of like documents and shit.
Mark was on Condo Show.
And what's this typing? Everyone knows I only use speech to text.
Mark was on Condo Show with you on Sunday, Justin.
Yes, he was. Hey, Mark, how are you doing?
So you and Condo finally got a show together.
Yeah.
It only took you 3-4 months.
Yeah. I think I'll be over there again on Sunday with the Dog Soldiers and We Were Soldiers. I've got to
The
find a
movie
copy.
We Were Soldiers.
Yeah,
That's
and
such a good freaking movie.
I don't know. I'm not a super fan of it, but I gotta watch it again. It's been a while. I watched it when it came out.
Sam Elliott's character was freaking awesome.
I'm
He was the crotchety old sergeant who told him if they called
yeah.
him dad that he'd kill him. He's like, you need grab you one of them M16s. Oh, by the time I need one, there'll be plenty laying around.
Yeah, I'm having trouble finding a copy of it. So
We Were Soldiers. I think it's free with ads on YouTube.
okay, well,
Let me check. I know it's on Netflix.
yeah, I don't have a Netflix account.
Yeah, but I would let you use mine.
Nah, That would be cool, but
It's not on YouTube any longer, but there's a few streaming sites where you can watch it on for free.
yeah,
I just asked Bear. He'll tell you a site.
yeah, I know a site. It's just I was having trouble getting it to come through.
Ayo, fire site for me.
Yeah. Uh,
Uh, YouTube made it where you're not allowed to use your ad
hey,
block.
hey, Bear, how you doing?
I sent you a link to the show, dude.
Yeah.
You said let you know next time I'm streaming. Well, I'm streaming.
Yep.
Having a cup of coffee, just a small one.
Just a small one. Yeah. Too
Too
early.
early. It's 7 a.m. almost.
Well, almost.
I don't know what time it is in Quebecistan.
Uh, Probably the same or 6.
I told him if he needed to find a movie on a free site to ask you because you know a couple of sites. See, it's
Yeah.
almost 7 a.m. It's not
Yeah.
too early. Get your ass in here, you big hairy bastard.
Yeah, he's probably like doing his morning ablutions. What do they call it? Like showering and putting pants on.
He's been up since 4 o'clock in the morning.
That's when I went to bed. Hmm.
He uses torrents.
Yeah. Torrents.
Yeah, torrents. I had a
Yeah,
smudge on
so
my
do I, bro. R matey.
arr,
Arr.
arr.
Um, just when I was looking for it, looking for We Were Soldiers the other day, it just wasn't coming through for me. Like there were links for it, but
I've decided that I'm going
none
to
of them
start.
were clicking.
I've
I'll
decided
try
I'm
again.
going to start doing. Hey, Bear.
Yeah, I'm not going to be here for long. I'm going back to sleep before I start work, man. I need to
Yeah.
rest.
Oh no, dude, I am the nap master. You ain't got to explain it to me.
No, it's not even that. It's just my fucking cats woke me up, and I'm like, fuck,
Yeah.
couldn't get back to sleep. Anyway, what are you looking for? What are you trying to find?
We Were Soldiers. All the links I found for it were just not, lively enough to give me anything.
Well, without getting you in trouble on YouTube, I find most of my stuff on 1337x.to.
Yeah, 133x.
1337x.to.
Yeah.
That's usually the best for the stuff I find. Unless you're looking for anime, and then there's a place for anime, but you got to be invited, sadly.
Yeah, there's a place for anime that I know.
Yeah, I've got a great site for anime.
Yeah.
Because all I watch is anime.
You're like the Mariah Carey of anime. All I want for Christmas. All I want for anime.
Dude. They shut down Omegle.
They shut down Omegle?
Omegle is gone.
Omegle is gone? Really?
The owner of Omegle shut it down. And one of my things that I like to do for fun was put my Santa Claus gear on and play hardcore gangster rap from the 80s, like NWA and stuff.
Oh, it got shut down because of a lawsuit accusing it of facilitating child abuse.
Yeah, because and it said 18 years or older on the thing, but kids were still getting on, and dudes were constantly flashing their jocks.
Well, like I said, I used Omegle once, and within the third chat, I was seeing penises. I was like, okay, this is clearly just
it depends on what time of day and stuff and what day you go on. But yeah, it was getting stupid. But I've decided I'm going to start using StreamYard for like streaming Conan and just pop up streams because I'm too lazy to change the name of the stream stuff on Restream.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've got my restream title, Hungar's Chaotic Neutral live stream. We got all the stuff there for the links and shit. You know, I'm too lazy for that to change all of that.
That's fair. Being lazy is a fair choice. It's a fair lifestyle commitment. I accept that.
I plan on increasing my laziness over the next few years.
I
Dude,
plan
that'll be
on
epic.
I
I
plan
have
on nothing on the next few years.
I have an action plan.
Well, then you're clearly not lazy enough if you actually have a fucking plan. That takes effort making a plan. Come on, man.
So I'm getting.
I'm
used
working
to,
on it, okay, Bear? I'm working on it.
Fair.
I'm getting used to the salt neck bear.
Yeah.
After a couple of days, you get used to it, so it's not really harsh.
Well,
But I find that the one with like I got this green apple citrus, which tastes really really good,
nice.
but it was giving me just like massive heartburn.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do things that give you heartburn, bro.
So I went with. I also bought strawberry cream cake,
Oh yeah.
and this thing is just smooth and tasty.
How many milligrams of tobacco? Or
50.
50 grams? No. Nicotine. How much nicotine? Not the weight of the product. How much milligrams of nicotine is
30.
it? 30? You're doing 30 on nicotine?
Yeah.
Brother, I'm on 6.
Well,
And I was a pack a day smoker.
I was a 2.5 pack a day non-filters.
Okay, well that'll do it, man. That'll fucking do it.
Well, the salt nick, they do higher milligram or nicotine than the regular nicotine. When I use the regular juice on my regular vape,
Yeah.
I used 6 milligram.
Yeah, 6 is. I started at 18.
Yeah.
And then I went down to 12 and then 8. And then I've been at 6 for 2 years now.
I started at 8. And then I went down to 6. And they had that one Heisenberg. And it was great. Yeah, it was great because it was blue. And it was just straight up menthol.
No. I
but
saw
it-
a study.
It was straight up, it was
just aqua velva.
It was blue. I'd walk around and it's like it's good because it's blue, bitch.
When they were trying to say that vaping was causing popcorn lung and all this stuff a few years ago, I watched a video where they did a study in the UK where they burned vapes and studied the particulates and all that fun stuff, and their final conclusion after doing hundreds and hundreds of vape juices was the only ones that were problematic for health were the menthol ones.
Yeah,
anything that had menthol in it was causing damage. Everything else was less.
Well, there was an issue in the U.S. where people were making their own vape juice.
Yeah.
And they were using vitamin E oil. They thought it'd be good to put vitamin E in it.
Yeah.
But vitamin E oil turns to plastic when it's introduced to high heat.
Yep.
So people were killing themselves with their vape juice because they were stupid.
Plastic coating their lungs.
Yes.
And it wasn't even vaping. It was THC. They were using it in their THC vaping. It was like it wasn't even just regular vaping. It was like fucking
weed.
Yeah, they're using it in their weed vapes.
Yeah.
And instead of using vegetable glycerin,
which you're supposed to use,
they were using vitamins because they're like, well, weed is good for you, and we will have vitamins and stuff in our weed, so we get high and get our nutrients. And it's like you're a fucking stoner. You really don't know what you're doing.
Snacking at the same time, bro.
It's funny because I know lots and lots of fucking potheads who are all that. You can do this with weed. Hemp can do this, and I'm like, great, do it.
Yeah.
Stop talking about it. Do it.
Stop talking about it and do it. We don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care.
You can literally with hemp make a plastic that introduces no toxins to the environment and apparently has the tensile strength of steel. Okay, great.
Do it.
Yeah, if that was true, why isn't my house made out of it?
Oh, well, that's because of the fucking
Paper
Yeah.
law.
No. You just go back and blame one fucking guy for that. The newspaper guy. What the fuck was
Yeah,
his name?
well, he had a paper pulping.
Yeah, and he basically
Plan.
started the whole fucking anti-hemp thing because hemp was threatening him. And
Yeah.
when remember, forget World War II, hemp for victory, right?
Yeah.
There was
Yeah.
an entire campaign about farmers growing hemp to be able to make rope and shit from cloth for the soldiers.
Yeah,
But,
make those nets that they climbed up and shit.
Yeah. But he used marijuana as the beating stick, right? Because those dirty immigrant Mexicans were smoking it and raping white women was the way he did it.
I wonder how much that
William Randolph Hearst. That was his
Yeah.
name. William Randolph Hearst.
I don't mind if somebody wants to smoke weed. If you want to smoke weed, smoke weed. You know, I don't care. I'd rather be around somebody who was high than somebody who was drunk off their ass.
Yeah.
And that's just me personally. But I don't like the weed culture. I don't like people. Like
Oh, it's
Max was
cultivated,
saying, see, I agree. I think about the weed culture like Max thinks about the hardcore coffee culture, where people are running around with fucking
Well,
weed this, weed that, pot leaves on every fucking thing and shit. And I'm like, come on, you smoke weed, big deal. It's not your whole personality that you like to get high.
It's the same. it's
he's
the same for
joking about the
tattoos.
hardcore. Oh,
But it's the same for tattoo people, right?
yeah.
There's an entire fucking subculture of people who have no personalities, but they think their sleeve tattoo gives them one. It's like,
Yeah, well,
You had to bring up the sleeve tattoos, didn't you?
yeah, but dude,
Yeah.
you were a biker, okay? When I was working in bars in the 90s, if a guy walked into my bar with a full fucking sleeve tattoo or neck tattoos, I kept an eye on that motherfucker because you never knew. He was either crazy or cool. You had to figure it out and watch him.
Yeah.
Now, if I was a bouncer and a guy with a sleeve tattoo walked in and a neck tattoo, I'd be like, is this guy going to read me poetry? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That is true.
You can tell if it's got like fish or plants in the tattoo. The guy's gonna read your poetry, definitely.
I have mom on a heart.
Yeah, that's old school.
But
Yeah.
no. Mr. Max
I
uses
have
the coffee,
I have an autism
coffee thing
ribbon.
as an example for all that stuff, right?
Yeah,
Like the weed or the tattoos, all the taking it to the extreme. Because
I
we
mean, I
talked
don't
about
like
that
that.
once on the stream.
Like
So
Harley riders, you like your motorcycle, cool. I had a Honda CBR 500R street bike, you know, and I like my street bike, but I didn't wear anything that said Honda on it because those motherfuckers weren't sponsoring me. I had to pay for that bike. I'm not going to buy more shit.
But
Yeah.
I'm
ride
not
the
your
bike
billboard asshole.
Like my Vespa when I cruised around on my scooters, you know, I didn't wear like scooter gear. You know, I just cruised around on my fucking Vespa because it was fun.
Yeah.
You know, so I didn't do all of that shit.
it's because you have something we like to call integrity.
Yeah.
It's a very missing thing. I was talking with a friend of mine from South America the other day, asking her, I said, like, I got to a point where I pretty much figured out that, like, the South American government must be, or not, like, Colombia must be sponsoring and subsidizing tattoos from the amount of fucking tattoos I see on South American girls these days. And we got to talking about it because she thought it was a pretty funny joke. And I was like, hee, I'm funny. But I did come to something, which is this entire tattoo culture we're seeing right now, this insane urban tribalism, we saw it in the 90s too. And what it is it's a fucking byproduct of a generation that feels culturally detached from the world around them. They don't feel they have a community. They don't feel like they have anything. So they create their own tribalism to try and fit in somewhere.
Yeah.
Sadly, 75% of them are going to regret it in 20 years. You know what I mean?
I'm not.
There's a word for it that's like right on the top of my head.
Mark says it's not poetry, Bear, but let me tell you about my Tiefling Bard's backstory.
It's only 400 pages.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than that shit.
I believe my correct answer to that is bag of dicks. Please eat them.
It drives me nuts when people want to do like
Hey, Bear, do you have t-shirts? Because that's a great idea.
Yes, I do have t-shirts. I have t-shirts. I have many t-shirts. Sadly, they're all for my product and for my thing on my TeePublic store. But yeah, if you want to go ahead and make that shirt, go right ahead. And I'd love that. See that Because fuck, dude, I'm so tired of people's bullshit these days, right?
Yeah, backstories are stupid.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
no,
you
backstories
have a
are fine
little
if you reduce them to a fucking half a page and you don't try and write a goddamn novel story where then they went there and then they did this. Why did they first level that if they did all this shit?
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah,
It's something that explains the cultural and the economic makeup of the character, right? Like, hey, if my character is born of a noble family, tell me that. It's gonna justify the way I'm role playing the character. You know?
like I've played I played a character, an assassin spy, and I based him off of a character from David Eddings' Belgariad series.
Belgariad's one of my favorites. It is my favorite fantasy series.
I based him off of Silk,
Oh, nice. Prince
and I was
Toad.
like, yeah, he's a prince, but he's very low down. There's no chance that he's ever going to be on the throne.
Yeah.
So I'm a spy for my country.
Mhm.
And I was also a drunkard and a whoremonger, and that was
Mm.
my backstory.
Which it should be.
And then, like, a lot of times I just be like, yeah, my guy, tell us about your character. He's like, well, he didn't want to look at the south end of a mule for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
And so he left the farm and became an adventurer.
Yeah, no, like I mean, seriously, it's as simple as was a soldier got to the point where he was tired of making money for other people, risking his life, and said, "Fuck it, I'm going to go risk my life for my own money." You know, like whatever. It doesn't have to be complicated. But the problem is, so okay, I know you guys get arsed off when I talk about Star Trek, but that's fine.
No, I have no problem.
I'm fine with you talking about anything you want to, Bear.
All
One
Star
of my-
Trek
one of my-
before 2007 is okay about me.
Well, okay, so I've come around on Lower Decks where I actually don't hate it now. But one of my big problems is the primary principal character, this character, Mariner Beckett. Every fucking named character in Star Trek The Next Generation or Deep Space Nine, she knows. And it feels like that fucking player who wrote their backstory where they tied themselves into every fucking episode of everything. And it's just like, oh, it's bad writing, man.
I understand
writing.
every character in the universe knowing freaking Jean-Luc Picard or at least being aware of them, but some rando on some random ship somewhere, no.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
It's like one of the things I liked about Shadowrun is you had contacts. Okay, you got to pick 3 contacts when you made your character, and those were the people that you knew in the Shadowrun world. Besides that, you're like pretty much green. You don't know shit. You don't know nobody.
Mm-hmm.
You know, 3 people who might be able to help you out with like gear or finding a job, and that's about it.
So that's why I like the life path from Cyberpunk. You might get nothing, you might get a friend, or you might get a mortal fucking enemy.
Yeah, that's the same with Traveler.
Yeah.
When you do your life path, when you're doing your career, when you make your character, you do your career. So there's your backstory right there. When you make your character, you're making your backstory at the same time. You did 3 terms in the Navy. You got injured, or you got whatever. And then when you roll to get what you got from those 3 years or 3 terms in the Navy or 3 terms in the Army or whatever, you ended up with maybe a contact or 2, or some extra cash because you did this, or this. So your backstory is already made.
All right, fuck you. I'm making coffee. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Coffee. Damn, I'm almost drink this whole thing of coffee in 39 minutes. But yeah, backstories are okay as long as they're simple. It's like, why are you an adventurer? Well, I come from a family of 8, and when I turned 17, my parents saw that I'm not meant to be a farmer because I'm a crotchety bastard. So my parents threw me out when I was 17 because they don't want to feed me no more.
Mm-hmm.
So now it was like starve or adventure. So now I'm an adventurer. Yay. And a lot of times when I would have it like I'm making a character He's a fighter. He was a farmer. He didn't have access when he was just starting out, or he's just starting out. So he doesn't have a lot of skill. Where the hell would he find a longsword to learn how to use it? Right, but everybody knows how to use a spear.
Well, in Morkborg here, because I have to reference it. It's if you don't select, like, during character creation, there's a point where you get to buy stuff, and it's before weapon selection. Or a point where you get some random stuff you can roll for, and if you don't get a scroll, right, like that's the magic, you just roll for all your weapons, and if you do get a scroll, you roll for a slightly shorter list of those weapons that don't include things like long swords. Well, the Zorander or whatever they call that fucking monster sword, um, or the mace. But yeah, you just get that at the beginning of the game. But it could be is something as stupid as like the lowest option on the list is a femur, right? You can be running around hitting people with someone's leg bone.
Yeah. What I do if I make a character that's like a farmer who left the farm to become an adventurer, I think what kind of weapon would be easily available for this guy when he
Yeah.
starts
Well,
out. So I'm like spear, short sword, because you're more likely back in the day to run across the short sword
yeah.
than you are a long
Well,
sword.
those options are on the list as well. But like if you were doing like the Morkborg system with it being less of a morbid, dark, black metal of a game, you would replace the femur with something like a chair leg or something like that.
Yeah, like a cudgel.
Well, no, because that would be on the list slightly higher. Well, maybe, yeah, a cudgel, but yeah, I'd say something more improvised, like a chair or table leg. Something.
Yeah, because that's pretty
Or
much just a
a
cudgel.
stick.
You find a hunk of wood and you carve a handle
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't even give it the chance to carve a handle.
Yeah.
But
that's my thing. When I like my character in Warhammer Fantasy, he uses a rapier. He doesn't start off using a rapier, but he learned how to use a rapier during time, and he had to get to a bigger city to learn how to use a rapier and to be actually able to find said rapier, because a rapier was not that common of a weapon.
What are we talking about?
Like I was telling you,
how much I hate Morkborg? What?
When I make a character,
yeah,
if like I say, okay, my character, he was a farmer. His parents threw him out because he's a lazy bastard, and they were tired of feeding him. So I think to myself, what kind of weapon am I going to give him? He's a fighter, but because he grew up on a farm, grew up in a small area, there's not a good chance that he's going to run across the long sword in that area. But a spear and a short sword is common enough that he'd be able to fight. So you got to make it. I like to make it where, depending on where you're at and your backstory, should determine what kind of equipment that you're going to start off with. Because if you're from a podunk area, you're not going to start off with a fucking set of plate mail.
Well, sure. And more than that, how unlikely is it that you would be using a singular weapon with your spare hand not having a shield or something else in it, right? Like it's very rare for someone to fight like that in those times. So unless you're a noble who was taught, fencing or some bullshit, it's very unlikely that you're gonna, be a single weapon user. You're gonna have sword and board, or you're gonna have sword and short sword, or you're gonna have a spear and shield. You're gonna have something, that fucking extra arm. You need to be using it for something,
Yeah, and if you're from a smaller area like that, and like I like to make it where, okay, you want a shield, fine, you can find a wooden shield, but you're not going to find like a kite shield. You're not going to find a steel shield because those are not common in a smaller area.
Sure.
You get to a large town and you want to upgrade your shield to a bigger steel shield. You can do that if you have the money and if you can find the armor shop. If you want to upgrade, say, your boiled leather armor to chainmail in a bigger town, you're going to be able to do that. But the people in a small town, they're going to have more access to like leather than they are to all the steel to make the steel rings to make the chainmail.
Well, it's not even the steel to make the mail. It's the like you would have specialized.
Somebody who can actually do it.
Well, it's not even it's not even the skill. It's just it's time consuming, right? So
Oh,
you'd have
chainmail is very time consuming.
yeah. I've made
Um,
a suit of it myself, so I
yeah,
can tell you that it's very time consuming.
it
So
is
yeah,
very.
they would have like a dozen people just clinking rings together and running them through a hammer.
It's time consuming and very tedious.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
but freaking leather breastplate, easy to make. I've made multiple ones.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, um, I want people when they make their character to actually think about where their characters start off. You're starting off as a farmer, then make shit that a farmer would have access to. You're not going to come out as a farmer with a great weapon, because where the hell did you get the great weapon? Unless you got a great story of why you got a great weapon, where did you get that big ass two-handed sword?
Yeah. Where like I was referencing the you roll on a chart to see what weapon you
Yeah,
start with in Morkborg there, Bear, while you were drinking coffee.
I'm really not a fan of Morkborg, I'll be honest.
Yeah, is it the game system or the setting?
It's the grimdark edgelord bullshit.
So it's the setting.
Like, grow the fuck up, stop listening to metal
Yeah.
albums like they're goddamn gospel, and see that there's a larger
Yeah.
world out there than your angry teenage bullshit.
Yeah, like I was also talking about that how you could
change
rework
it to where it's not so
grimdark.
reductive.
That's meant more as a like it's tongue in cheek in the book if you actually pay attention to it.
Yeah.
And it's meant to be played that way. But yeah. Also the way that the setting is set, the reason why you can start off with a Zwahander. How do you?
Zweihander?
Yeah. Fucking, my tongue does not want to say that word.
German longsword.
Yeah.
Curved.
Two-hander. Just a great
yeah.
sword. It's a two-hander, yeah.
Yeah. It's because like it's a nihilistic world, and these things are just kind of lying around. It would be a rusted up, poorly maintained fucking piece of crap of a Zwahander, but that's why you got one, is because there have been so many wars and everyone's in a nihilistic state. They're just dropping shit everywhere.
I want to say hi to Lee Baker. What's up, buddy? Yeah, we do sleep, but I sleep in shifts. I only sleep like 3-4 hours at a time. So I sleep like 3 or 4 hours a day, or times a day.
Yeah.
And my cats woke me up at 3, and I got out of bed at 4, and I was going to go back to sleep, but then Hungar bullied me into coming here.
Yeah, and I have severe insomnia. I sleep 5 hours for every 40 I'm awake.
Good morning, Guardian.
Yeah.
People are getting up. So I thought that I would do I thought I'd have some coffee and do some chat about whatever comes up.
Yeah.
Justin does that.
I'm fucking around with Midjourney while I talk to you.
Yeah, but I just think, for me, you're starting equipment. You should pick it. Defining. I mean, it shouldn't be the definition of your character, but it should be part of your character creation and your background.
I had a player one time was my roommate, and we were playing D&D, and we were making our characters, and he wanted his, to which the guy who was reffing us said, was he from a fishing town or something? And he's like, no, I just want to have a trident. And he couldn't understand the concept of, but why? Would your
Why would you have a
random
trident?
ass character have a fucking trident? Like, he's not saying
You
no.
saw
He's just saying, give me a reason. You know, give me a point to have this guy having a trident. It was really funny.
Well, it's not even like there's a hard thing to do. I saw it in a curio shop or some weird thing in a weapons store, and I was like, "That's me." Like
They were
done.
they were traveling gladiators running, going through different smaller villages, and one of them had a trident. I thought it was really cool when I was a kid, so I got, I built one out of wood and I practiced with it until I found a real one. Okay, I can understand that, but like I said, you're a farmer, you're going out to adventure. Hey, you've got a halberd, because you know what? Glaives were common for farmers and stuff because they're improvised farming tools. Congratulations.
Yeah, that works.
It's like a short sword. You're going to find a short sword before you're going to find a long sword or a scimitar. Scimitars are very rare. You're not going to, I've got a scimitar because I want to be Dritz.
Well, unless you're from a North African type culture, and then it would be common.
Yeah, where
from Northern Africa, Arabia type area. Yeah, scimitar. You're not going to find a long sword, but you'll find scimitars all over the place, just lying on the ground. Pick one up.
Yeah, or the European style weapons you probably would find less of.
Yeah.
It depends if there had been a crusade recently.
Well, yeah, I'm assuming that you're in a pre-crusade environment or a non-real
Crusade
world
environment. Yeah, but I like.
There you go. There's your new role playing game. You guys got to write Crusade World.
No, we're right. We're making that communist card game.
Yeah. You see my new shirt there, Bear?
No, I did not. Throw a link in the chat. I'll go.
I just bring it up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, bring it up. Even better.
Yeah.
Save me having to go look at shit. That's awesome.
Yeah,
I like that plan.
We all know you're not going to buy it, so.
Yeah, I have no fucking money, bro.
Well, no.
If I had money to spend on t-shirts right now, I'd go buy a couple of my t-shirts to replace the ones I have that have faded over the last 3 years. Come on, man.
I do not make t-shirts for people to buy them. I make them to.
I make them to masturbate to. What the fuck?
I make them to tell jokes.
That's fair.
Just if somebody's dumb enough to buy them.
Role-playing games are like communism. Real RPGs have never been tried before. Oh, Jesus.
The Dutch Willie with the hammer and the sickle in the middle of it just got me.
You can thank Guardian. He's the one that said that on Twitter or someplace like that.
Dear God. Y'all got too much time on your hands.
Yeah.
Y'all need jobs.
Hey. I'm
Just
technically at work right now.
And what per se is your work, sir?
We do some analyst stuff, mostly talking about writing reports on NGOs these days.
Oh my goodness. You work for the government?
No, I work for another agency that writes about people who work for the government.
Must be nice work if you can get it.
Yeah.
I want to know. Somebody went onto my storefront recently and bought some of my t-shirts.
That's
it wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
I went from having 3 of the Afro t-shirts sold to having 9 sold.
Nice.
And 27 Hungar shirts and stickers and coffee mugs sold.
I'm sorry, this is a bad thing somehow?
No, it's a great thing.
You gotta start pocketing that money instead of giving it to charities or whatever.
Nah, I made $18 last month.
Yeah, that's a Big Mac.
Yeah, that's it. Stop talking. That's a Big Mac, and you're done.
Yeah, just one.
Fries with that. Fries. Sorry, that's $25, sir.
Guardian says if you want a scimitar, just loot it from a Somalian pirate.
Yeah. Well, it would explain how you got a scimitar.
Yeah, except they're more likely to have knockoff katanas they stole from a Chinese fucking cargo container ship.
That is true.
Yeah, that would be modern day Somali pirates.
Well,
Not
I don't think they were
Somali-
fucking ancient day Somali pirates, since most of those guys were Berbers.
Yeah,
Good
well,
morning,
you
sir.
change the name to the proper name. Of the
Barbary Coast, my friend.
The barber. That's right.
Yes, but you're still going to call them Somali pirates just out of
No,
spite.
I'm not, because I'm not a random racist. Jesus Christ, guys.
Hey, Curtis.
Hey, Curtis, what's
It's
up, bro?
not racist.
Good morning.
It's not racist if it's true.
Oh, wow. See, now no, I have to be base bear again. No, bad.
Well, I do insist you do buy one of my shirts. It says I'm not racist enough.
And then what else?
What?
He has a shirt that says "I'm not racist," and then underneath it says "enough."
Ah, funny. So funny with the funny making in the young men's. He's so hilarious.
I always say life is short. Life is short and hard like a bodybuilding midget, baby.
Wow.
See, this is why I buy T-shirts that don't have a logo, like don't have any words on them. I'll buy T-shirts with logos on them, but like this is why I don't buy T-shirts with words on them, because it's like you'll have people that make stuff like that, or you'll have people that like make T-shirts with video game references on them, and it's like I'm trying to be in public, not be a weirdo, please.
I knew a guy in college who
You wear
had this
shirts?
T-shirt that has symbol on it that he really liked, and we found out it was like a symbol for some like fucking Eastern European white supremacist, terrorist group, and he found out, and he's like, "Fuck, I really like this symbol." It's like, well, do some fucking research next time, asshole. Mind you, it was pre-internet, so
Here's
that's
the
a great
shirt
shirt.
that everybody needs right there.
It's a great shirt. You win on that one. We all know.
Mm-hmm.
That is the best.
That is the best of shirt. I feel like I'll get called a racist if I wear that in public, or a sexist if I wear that in public.
Well, you can always go with this one.
I don't know. I think it promotes ginger side.
Hey, you leave my gingerness alone.
No, I'm gonna get called. I'm gonna get called racist for cultural appropriation because of the afro.
That's not cultural appropriation. It's my actual hair.
No. For that one, go back. Show that one again, please, Hungar. If you wear that one, people are going to ask you if you're a member of NAMBLA.
Yeah.
That's Bruce Lombardo's favorite shirt.
Yeah, well.
I'm not touching that. That's way too easy, and Bruce isn't here to defend himself.
I don't know. I just don't feel like I don't like advertising myself all that much whenever I'm in public. Like I wear a nice button-up shirt with a collar whenever I'm in public, that sort of thing. Or I'm at work. It's just something about I don't know. Just I've always felt so weird. Like they'll have like Nintendo T-shirts with like the Legend of Zelda logo on the front of the T-shirt, and these are being sold at like Macy's or whatever. And I still feel awkward about wearing it because it's like, why am I advertising the video games I like to literally everyone looking at me? Like,
Justin made this one for me.
I didn't. No, I just put his face in here in the middle.
Yeah, that you made it.
No,
he photoshopped it.
Some artist made this shirt. I used an AI to put your face in here in the middle.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, man, AI is more of an artist than you on this one. Sorry.
Yeah.
That shirt will offend a lot of Karens. That will definitely offend a lot.
Fart squirrel.
Fart squirrel.
Fart squirrel. Best squirrel.
I've got a lot of awesome shirts, and I've got a lot that even I wouldn't wear.
Okay, I'm trying to make a barbarian picture for an NPC that's coming up in my my home bastard sword game. Not the one Curtis plays in, but the one I play with my buddies here at home. And I'm going to share it with you guys because I swear to God, like what the fuck, Midjourney? Like, what dark fucking part of someone's brain did you tap into to pull this image out? Jesus Christ, man!
I like it.
Oh, it's great. I want it on a T-shirt with Hungar.
Dude, I want that in real life.
Yeah, well, that too.
But this is the thing I like about Midjourney that people don't like. I will never sell AI art in a product ever, but it lets me find stuff that I would never find. So that way, when I do hire an artist, I can just hand him a bunch of images or her and go, "Look, here's what I want. Draw it in your style now, please." You know, saves money.
Saves money. Big Bad RPG made my shirt.
Oh, sorry.
Made my shirt.
Because I've started to notice this on DeviantArt. A whole bunch of people are starting to sell images on DeviantArt that are all AI. Like they all produce them in AI, and they're just selling them for like $4 each.
There's a whole Etsy community doing it.
Like I have no problem if you're using it to supplement a book on an indie, like an indie book or whatever.
No, you're rare on that. The Puritans don't feel the way. Hello, Winter Willow, meowdy, as you say.
Yeah.
The comment section in Welch's video about AI art and hiring artists. The comment section on that is freaking warfare. And I'm trying to be like the neutral position between, hey, maybe not getting fleeced by artists inflating their prices is bad, but maybe doing pure AI art is also bad. I'm trying to argue the middle position.
Yeah.
And people are just gunning for me, dude, in the comment section. It's freaking horrendous.
So Curtis, you need to practice a thing I've got now, which I've mastered. This is my new art form. I see a video, something, or I see a comment. I write out the comment I want to say to that, and then I stop and go, do I really give a fuck? No. And I erase it and I move on with my day. Trust me, once you master that skill, you're going to feel so much better about the world.
Yeah, hit enter anyway.
I actually had to do that with L. Because I had this, because he responded to one of my comments, basically being L. Calling he even called you the sociopathic GM, and he's like you had and he claimed you are having a midlife crisis over D&D, and it's like he's not having a midlife crisis over anything. And I wrote out this entire post. Yeah, he was talking about you. Aww. And I had this entire post written out in a response, and I was like, I'm going to wait 2 hours before I post this. So I left it there on a tab. I just left it there. And then 2 hours goes by, I go back to that tab and I go, not worth it, delete.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
having a midlife. Nice.
Like I say, if you're a YouTuber,
I believe that.
Ain't got a hater, you're not doing something right.
No, exactly. But the problem is if L's your hater, well, really, how much of a claim to fame is that? He hates on everybody.
I'm actually L in secret.
Yeah, you're
L loves me.
Yeah, well, that's because you're an antisocial disestablishmentarianist. Like, come on, man.
I'm not antisocial. Well, I'm all those other
He's a very social anti-establishment guy.
Yeah, your t-shirts are a little more telling, sir, than your voice right now. Let me just put it that way. Your art
likes people. Some of them.
There's like half of one person I like.
My point is,
I'm a whole person, you bastard.
No, you're not.
My point is it's a man is judged by the quality of his allies and his enemies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I need to get better enemies.
Yeah, I've got a Shawner.
Yeah.
That I know of.
And I guess Bear. Bear doesn't.
I'm not your enemy. I'd have to care about you to be your enemy, Justin.
You see? Look at this. Not caring about
you
it.
Fucking asked for it. What do you want, man? You're the one who's whining for the attention, and when I give it to you, don't bitch. Yeah. Where's that line from Snatch? We'll throw a dog a bone. I don't want to fucking hear how it tastes.
Snatch is such a good movie.
That's a great movie.
Snatch.
What are you afraid of? The Germans?
No.
Tommy? The Germans? Yeah.
Beat him to death with a big black dildo.
I think Winter's right. There's way too much fighting going on in the community, and it's kind of shitty, that happens, because there's no need for us all to be at each other's throats half the time.
I'm not fighting with nobody. I make fun of people.
You're Santa. You don't get to fight with people. You just
So
get to meet
Bear,
Santa.
Bear, what's your opinion on that drama over there at Legion of Myth over there?
I did a whole video about it, and I don't know what you're talking about.
He watched the video yesterday. That's why I brought it up.
I'm sorry, drama. What? I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea. I've never heard of this.
If I'm gonna be Santa, damn it, I'm gonna be Santa.
So
Well,
that's
you should be the best goddamn Santa you can be, sir.
Before I got sick, before all this shit happened to me, one year I had my Santa Claus outfit on, which is a Santa Claus shirt, and I have a track suit that it looks like an Adidas track suit, but it's red with white stripes. Has a big picture of Santa Claus on the back of it, right? So I hopped on my motorcycle, my crotch rocket, and I went and I got a bunch of candy canes, and I went to the nursing homes in the town that I lived in Florida, dressed up as Santa Claus on a motorcycle and handed out candy canes to all the people who were at the nursing home because it was fun and I was bored. Yeah. And it's like, I rock the Santa look. I can't help it. That's just the way it is.
So before I lost the weight that I've lost, when I was up at around 525 or something like that, I was sitting at a bus stop. I had my big white winter beard on. I was sitting at a bus stop. It was about end of November, beginning of December. And I'm waiting for the bus tonight. And this, I'm pretty sure she was Haitian just because of the numbers that play out here. This Haitian lady and her kid come walking by me. Kid's like maybe 5, 6 years old. And he looks at me and his eyes go wide and he turns to his mother and this is Haitian speak French. I hear him in French go, Mama, c'est Père Noël. Mama, it's Santa Claus. And he looks back at me with wide eyes. And me, like, people think I hate kids and people think I'm this mean person. And I just looked at the kid and I gave him a wink and held my finger up to my lips like, shh, don't tell any secrets. And he looked back at his mother and he was all excited. Now, was that any skin off my ass to make that kid's day a little bit better and make him feel a bit better about the world? No. Someone, Curtis, walked up to me and said, hey, fuck, you're Santa Claus. I may have had to consider punching him in the throat.
See, that's why I did the whole Amigo thing with my Santa Claus outfit on and playing hardcore hip hop, because it made people laugh.
Exactly.
And like the whole Santa Claus thing happens to me all the time, especially around this time of year, because I just freaking go with it. And when a little kid sees me and he gets excited and he gets happy and he starts pulling on his mom or dad's sleeve and like Santa, it makes them happy. And if I can make people happy, my goal in life, here's my theory on life. If I can make somebody smile or laugh every day, my time is not wasted on this planet.
Well, yeah.
That's how I live my life.
A little bit better than you came into it. That's a fucking net positive life, right?
If somebody is having a bad day and I make them laugh and get them out of their funk, their shitty mood, I've achieved something worthwhile.
This is why I don't let L or people like that get on my nerves anymore, and I laugh them off, because listen, if my existence is making them happy somehow by being bitter about me, you know what? Fill your boots, man. Yeah. Fill your boots.
Yeah.
Have a good time.
It saddens me with L because he does make good points sometimes, and he has like interesting things to say. He just lets fucking turd flinging.
Well, monkeys throw shit, dude. That's just the way it is. You just have to.
Monkeys are fun to play with until they start jerking off in the corner and throwing poop at you.
Well, and that's the thing. And as long as you know what you're getting into, and that's fine. At the end of the day I had my snap at him was because he had followed me on 4 fucking streams or 3 fucking streams talking shit all the way, that I just got to a point where it's like, motherfucker, you got a problem with me, have a fucking problem with me.
Let me tell you guys a story. There's a zoo in Florida. It was called Hauser Zoo, and it was going out of business.
It's called Pensacola.
It was down near Melbourne, and it was going out of business. So one day, my uncle and his buddy decided that they were going to go to that zoo and steal a monkey. In the middle of the night, they climb the zoo walls. They go over there, and they hold out an apple. The animals are getting a little bit underfed at the time because the zoo was running out of money. They're just going out of business. So my uncle held out an apple, and a spider monkey reached his hand through the bars to get that apple, right? So my uncle and his buddy just said that they're going to pull that spider monkey out of the cage.
Aye.
Who lost a face?
That monkey beat their ass.
Oh yeah, spider monkeys are tough.
That
Yeah.
monkey beat their ass. Broke my uncle's buddy's glasses and like just
Yeah.
they finally got a burlap sack over the monkey's head and got it tied up in the car. And they came home and they had scratches and bruises and bites all over their body. Oh, I mean, this monkey went to town on those fuckers, right? So my uncle, he lived in Kentucky. He was just down visiting, everybody in Florida. He took that monkey to Kentucky with him, named it Roscoe, and that monkey was just the rudest bastard you ever seen. It would, just sit in the corner and just like whacking it all day long. And if it didn't like you and you got near it, it would try to beat your ass. And don't touch the monkey's tail because it would try to beat your ass. And it would get out of my uncle's house and run down into the woods near other people's houses and just throw shit at them. And they'd come up the hill. They'd be like, your monkey's out throwing shit at my house, man. Can you get your monkey? So, yeah, he eventually sold said stolen monkey. And then he bought a bunch of monitor lizards. And one of those bigger Nile monitors got out, swam across the river, went into a frickin' lumber yard and freaked the people out, right? Just seeing a big ass fucking monitor lizards running at him. So one of the dudes beat it to death with a 2x4 and ended up in the paper as the hillbilly dragon. And the guy sitting there grinning, holding a monitor lizard up by its tail in the newspaper. I mean, my uncle, before he died, my uncle was a very, very interesting person.
Dude, your uncle sounds like he was Florida man before there was a Florida man.
Yeah, he ran down and caught a fox by hand.
Oh, wow.
And when he did that, the forest ranger, because he took it to the forestry service, and they're like, you know what? You caught this fox by hand. Here's a permit. You're allowed to own wild animals. Jesus. And he did. Growing up, he had bats, snakes, foxes, owls. I mean, he liked animals and he was good with them. He caught a fox by hand. But that monkey whipped his ass. That monkey straight up whipped his ass.
Hey, Max Boivin is awake. Good morning, Mr.
Yeah.
Boivin.
Good morning, Mr. Max. There's a link in the chat. I don't know how much longer I'm going to go. But there's a link in the chat if you want to hop on. It's always fun to hear, the stories of somebody from Quebecistan.
I'm in Quebecistan, you fucking...
I know.
Jesus Christ.
But your accent is not as strong as Mr. Max.
I don't have an accent.
Exactly. How do you say his last name?
Boivin. Bois. So bois. So for Americans, BWA, bois, and then vin. So vin. How would you spell vin in English?
No idea.
Like say van, but
cut it. VEI. Boivin.
Vin? Yeah, I suppose boivin, but you lose the N sound, but yeah, that makes sense.
All right, I'll be right back.
Americans aren't going to get the subtle nuance of you have to just touch the end. You can't put any enunciation on the end. You just have to touch it.
True.
Most Americans aren't going to get that, to be honest.
That's true. When I was working in radio during one of the Olympic Games, the Winter Olympics, they had the foreign competitor pronunciation guide for the American journalists, and we got a copy of it at the news station. And for Patrick Roy, for the goalie Patrick Roy, they wrote Patrick W.A. Roy. So basically, Americans would say Patrick Roy, which sounded close enough to Patrick Roy. It's just funny to us. We were like, God damn it, Roy. Okay, fair.
That's how I'd say it.
That's all good.
French. It's technically the language of my forefathers, but...
So I saw a comedian one time who had the best line ever about living in Canada. He says, you live in the only place in the world where speaking French doesn't automatically get you laid. And it's like, yep. That is a true fucking story about living in this fucking country.
Yeah. Oh,
Where'd Hungar go?
I don't know.
To be fair, speaking French in probably Paris will probably get you punched because they'll insist you're not doing it right. Even though you might be doing it right, they'll insist you're
Well,
not doing it right.
They wouldn't punch you because that would require courage. But what they would say is, stop, it hurt my ears. Don't speak like this. Your French is horrible.
Yeah. It's not as bad as yours, bro.
I've literally had friends tell me that when they did trips to Paris and they spoke French, they were like the waiters would respond to them in English, even though they were speaking French to them. You know, but that's Paris. Like every bad stereotype about France is based on Paris.
Yeah.
The rest of the French people are lovely.
Oh.
Parisians.
Yeah, I actually got to visit Belgium for a little while when I was in high school, and that was really nice. Belgians are very nice people.
The Flems.
The
Flemish.
Yeah. That would probably explain my attitude there, Bear, being that, I'm a Parisian.
You're a Parisian, really? Is that what you're calling
by
yourself?
name? Like, literally, it's my father's last name.
Is Paris?
Parisian.
Parisian, really? So you're a fucking laundry detergent? That's awesome.
Well, is there a laundry detergent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a brand called Parisian. It's usually the affordable one, to be honest. It's like, I
Where-
can afford that one.
Where from?
I don't know. I see it everywhere. See it at IGA, see it at Walmart, see it at
I probably walked past it.
Loblaws. I've seen it, when we had Loblaws in Quebec before they just stopped calling them Loblaws.
Yeah. They changed their name, I think.
Well, they were basically owned by Provigo, and they opened a bunch of stores in Quebec called Loblaws, and French people wouldn't go to it because they thought it was an Ontario Anglo store. So they just rebranded them all as Provigo, and they're all doing fine now.
Oh, okay.
This province is so stupid sometimes. Parisian is bleach. Fitting. Oh, Jesus. Listen, Boivin, I was going back to sleep and Hungar bullied me into coming out, so you can come too, motherfucker.
Yeah. I was gonna go back to sleep as well. And then I literally was getting ready to get up from my chair, and all I heard was ding, and then I checked to see what it was. It's a link for freaking this thing.
Starvarians.
Yeah, and now he's not even here. And he's changed his last name from freaking Starvarian. Like, what the hell is this, man? Oh,
it's a free world, man.
Yeah. But still.
I'm trying to figure out how I present as a sociopath. I think that's awesome. I'm like, holy shit, dude.
Yeah, well,
he called you Bear the sociopathic GM. It's like,
wow,
Jesus Christ,
dude. You should change your screen name to that if you're on this show now on.
Don't feed the trolls, dude.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's something I had to learn the hard way.
Sometimes it's fun to.
Yeah, don't indulge them because they'll have. Once you indulge them, now they have to like one up themselves and keep doing it, and it's like.
Yeah, I don't know, Max. I don't know where the fuck Hungar went. It's a good point.
Yeah, he can't die. I have Tuesday in the pool.
Ooh,
so he has to wait until Tuesday.
I want to get a cup of coffee and run to the restroom and everything.
Yeah,
find your dick. That takes a while. We understand.
Well, it is on the top of his head.
Ouch! Wow, make that a t-shirt, motherfucker.
No, I plan on modifying that miniature.
I hate you, Justin.
Yep. I do it deliberately for that. Hey, Max.
How you been doing?
Dude, man, I said you sound like I feel.
Bonjour.
I just woke up, but I didn't sleep. I feel like, and I'm also on my laptop, so if I don't sound too good.
Yeah.
You always sound like a Chad.
Well, no, I got like a big nasally voice apparently.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's just because you're Quebecois. You can't help it.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
But I don't know. I think it's worse when I speak in English because like we don't speak in the same place in the modern French, right?
Non, pas du tout.
We speak like there's a lot of sound we do from the throat. That's why like th and s at the end of like trailing s at the end of words are so hard for us to do.
Curtis, are you Canadian too?
Oh, I'm American. I live in Missouri.
Okay.
Show me state.
I'm not outnumbered then. Well, we're still
are.
outnumbered.
No, you're still outnumbered.
Yeah,
You're just less outnumbered.
America, fuck yeah.
Coming again to save the motherfucking day, y'all. Mm-hmm. I love that movie. What are you talking about? That movie's fucking awesome.
How come you're streaming so early, Hungar?
Yeah, seriously.
I woke up at like 5 o'clock and said, fuck it, I'm going to do a rando stream.
Yeah.
Coffee time with Hungar.
I woke up at 5 as well. I was watching a documentary about music notation.
About what?
Music notation.
Music notation.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And proposed reform and stuff like that.
What language is it in?
Documentary is in English.
Okay. Link it to me. I gotta see this thing.
I figured I would do a
British.
rando stream for a little bit and then log off and watch some anime or something before my 12:30 stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quick, YouTube told me to watch Sharps. I was thinking about doing that.
I'm going to work in like 30 minutes.
Yeah, I'll probably do it well.
I'm sorry I interfered with your nap, Bear.
You really did, you fucking goofy Santa Claus.
Can't you just see the sorriness written all over my face?
Yeah. Listen. I'm from the country of the passive aggressive sorry. You don't even know how to say sorry. Sorry. So when a Canadian says sorry to you, by the way, what they're saying is,
fuck off.
Sorry, you're such a fucking idiot.
Is it too late to say sorry? Because I'm missing one.
Or you could be like Missouri, where it's like sorry, which basically means please go away.
I lived in Missouri, and you know what? There's nobody who drives crazier on back roads than people in Missouri.
Yeah.
These sons of bitches, they got the roller coaster hills, right? And they'd be cruising on those things at like 80.
I'm convinced that like this state, I'm convinced the speed limit signs are just there as like a suggestion rather than as a warning. Because like I will be on I-70, which stretches all the way from Kansas City to St. Louis. The speed limit is 75. I'm going 80, and everyone is passing me.
Yeah,
dude,
including the cops.
Come to Quebec, where turn signals should be considered a fucking added feature on your car. Like,
what, does everybody own a BMW in Quebec?
No.
Like, what do you need to know if I'm going to turn in advance?
So we don't drive right up your arse.
It's like everybody with a BMW. The joke is, what's between a porcupine and a BMW? The pricks on the outside of a porcupine.
So the subway system.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Curtis.
Well, you see, Mr. Boivin, is the fact that like when someone in Missouri is going to turn off the highway because they immediately go from 80 to 40 in the span of like 5 seconds. That's how you know they're going to turn.
So in Montreal, our subway is called the Metro. So we have an expression in English, which is I'm gonna take the BMW to get there. Bus, Metro, walk. And that's we always used to say that. I'm taking my BMW. But the thing here, it isn't the BMW drivers are pretty fucking awful. But the thing here, and I don't know if it's the same where you are, Volkswagen drivers. Oh, what a pile of cunts. What the fuck is with Volkswagen drivers being cunts?
That is the truth everywhere, I think.
They didn't used to be.
Shut up, Justin.
Why? Which one of you had a Volkswagen?
No, he's talking about the invention of the Volkswagen.
Oh, fuck off! God.
wouldn't be me if I didn't do the joke every time I got a little
But
bird.
yeah, in Missouri, you see somebody in a little ass Ford Ranger getting air off of every freaking hill on the road. I mean, just like, because the roads, I have the little hills like this about every quarter of a mile, half a mile away from each other. And these fuckers will be on that road, I swear, 80, 85 miles an hour, just freaking catching air every time. And I'm like, that's not good for your vehicle.
Vehicle maintenance?
I don't think they give a fuck.
What is this vehicle maintenance you speak of?
It's just German car drivers in general.
Yeah.
Might be it.
Like I got my goofy little minivan and my goofy little Jeep.
No, I think it's like every driver but me is fucking asshole and should be off the road. That's how I see it.
I think you should have to take an intelligence test before you're allowed to have a driver's license.
Yeah.
I think every 15 years you should have to redo your driving test.
Yeah, I agree with that. Maybe
So that way you
every
prove like
I'm a Class A CDL holder. So yeah, every few years I have to go in and do some tests.
We have slightly different designations in Canada.
Oh, okay, Class A is commercial. I've got a semi-truck driver's license.
Okay, yeah.
So I can pretty much drive anything.
Call it
I've also
easy,
got a motorcycle license. So every few years, to keep my CDL, I have to go in and take a test. And do I need my CDL? Do I need my Class A license? No, I really don't need it. I'm never going to professionally drive a semi-truck again. But if, like, one of my buddies up in Kentucky who have logging companies who need somebody to, come in and help them out moving the truck with a trailer or something like that, and they don't have anybody, they can call me up and I can be like, yeah, I'll be there in an hour or two, and I can help them out. So, I don't need it, but it's good to have in case a situation happens. Like when I drove a dump truck, I continued to have my semi-truck license, and every once in a while they need me to fill in for, the big truck driver, and I would, but I wouldn't do it at dump truck pay. I'd be like, you're going to bump my pay up $5 an hour to do this because I'm not getting paid as a dump truck driver to drive a fucking semi truck and hauling heavy equipment.
Yeah,
I'm doing that.
That's fair.
Makes sense.
And it's not easy to get a Class A license, so I don't want it to go away. I worked my ass off for that. It took me like 2 whole days.
Yeah.
Oh shit, Hungar, you kill me, man.
Well, I did go to the school, but I only studied and shit for like 2 days.
It took 2 whole days, man. That's time I'm never getting back.
Yeah, the school was like 2 weeks. But it was just stupid shit. That's common sense.
Yeah. I could never fucking make a living driving. I fucking hate, like, I fall asleep like so much on the road.
You do not want to know how many licenses and registrations I've slept through the seminar and still got.
Oh yeah.
You do not want to know.
Here, I got a joke that Mr. Boivin will appreciate. So I don't have a driver's license, never learned to drive. I'm 53 fucking years old. By the time I decided I was going to do it, they changed the rules. It cost $1,000 for the driver's ed, and I had to get graduated licensing like I was an 18-year-old kid. There was no consideration for me having lived life. So I said, fuck it, I'm not doing it. But here's the joke. Ready, Mr. Boivin?
Yeah.
I figured out driving can't be that hard. Women do it.
Yeah, why can't Helen Keller drive? Because she's a woman.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well,
I think I was working on a T-shirt with that, and it said, "Why can't Helen Keller drive?" And underneath, because she's a woman, and it was a car flipped over on its side.
Yeah, you should still make that shirt.
Yeah, like I read Helen Keller's book, Around the Block in 80 Days.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
It was pretty good.
On the
It's not my stream. I don't give a fuck. Go ahead, say what you want.
I say what I do what I want, Bear. Come on, man.
Not in my house, son. In my house, you be respectful.
I am
Yeah.
respectful.
For
But
all
respect
color
is
that is.
earned, not given.
When you walk into my house, you give it. On the street, I'll earn it. But in my house, you give it, and I'll give it to you.
I would respect you in your house.
That's the way it works.
I'd be like Rick James, and I'd get on your couch with my muddy
Fuck
boots,
your
and I'd be
couch.
like, fuck your couch.
So my friends used to get really weirded out my city when I first moved to the city because I'd ask to use their bathroom, and they'd be like, "Why are you asking?" Just go because I was raised properly. You fucking savage.
Yeah, you always. If I'm over at family's house, I'd be like, "Hey, can I use your bathroom?"
Yeah. Family too. You just don't presume that person's house is yours.
When I walk into somebody's house, it's like, "You want me to take my shoes off?"
Now, if I was over at someone's place and they said I couldn't use their bathroom, bye, and I ain't coming back.
Well, no, that's when you take a shit right on the couch and go, "All right, man, you called it. You created this problem, fucker. Reap what you sow."
Some people want you to take your shoes off in their house, so when I walk in somebody's house, and
in Canada, it's pretty much everyone taking their shoe off. We don't walk with shoes inside.
Yeah, you want me to take my shoes off? I mean, it's like always use a coaster because shit costs money. But if I was at Bear's house, it'd be like, "Fuck your couch."
Fuck your couch.
I wouldn't ask to use the toilet.
No, you just piss yourself. We know.
No. I'd find the nearest plant or bucket like
Justin would be over there pissing in the hamper.
That's okay. I get introduced to
You gotta wash them anyway.
I'd be like, "Is this clean clothes?"
Kitties, go get the dangly worm. Go get it.
Justin would be dropping the deuce in the washing machine.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that would be the fucking worst.
Man, I used to live in an apartment with some roommates, right? And most of the bedroom was in the basement and the washer dryer was there as well. At some point, I was talking with like one of the guy, and we're just like trying to make the other guy upset, and saying that we're pissing we didn't want to go upstairs at night to the bathroom, so we just like piss in the washer. And the guy was so fucking mad and said, "Well, it's just drain, it doesn't matter." It's like, if I see you ever do that, and we kept like saying that for like weeks, pretending we're pissing in the washer at night because we want to go up.
The Romans used to use piss to clean their clothes, so you're just kicking it old school.
You're reactionary. Yeah.
I'm fighting climate change.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's like pissing in the shower. Some people like get upset about that. It's like, I don't fucking care.
Shit in the shower and waffle stomp that.
Okay, now that's too far.
Get on the drain.
That's the bridge too far, sir.
That's when you need to install a food disposal in the shower.
Thank you, Kramer.
Jesus Christ. This isn't the chaotic neutral live stream. This is the coffee with Hungar.
This is the coffee and puke live stream.
Good morning, everybody that joins. Waking up that nastiness.
I remember when Madonna said that to David Letterman way back in the day. She said, "Are you the kind of guy who gets out of the shower to take a piss, Dave?" It's like, that's pretty harsh.
Nobody gets out of the shower to take a piss.
Oh, there are people.
Yeah, we call them weirdos.
Yeah.
It's like as soon as I get in that shower, like 5 minutes after, or not even 5 seconds after that warm water starts hitting my body, I'm like,
Did not need the graphic description, bro.
No, I like the sound effect. That really helped. I was looking away while it happened, so it was like I could visualize it even better.
Yeah.
But of course, in the visualization, his crotch had a big Santa beard, so I was safe. It was okay.
Bear
He was wearing a little Santa hat too.
Bear's thinking about me in the shower. My days
all naked and shit. Loud.
It's the only place in my apartment I could store your body. So that's what I'm thinking about.
Wow. Make sure to bleed me out completely.
Well, yeah. Otherwise, the meat will turn.
Yeah. Turn me into
man.
chili and feed me to all the cool
I'm a fucking country boy. I know how to do it. Hang you up like a deer in the garage.
Jesus Christ. We went from pissing in the shower to cannibalism.
Well, you started it. What do you want?
There would put the romance in
chaotic
romance.
neutral. All right, let's play chaotic neutral. You invited the fucking.
Cannibalism is the best ism.
Also, according to Al, I'm a sociopath, so clearly cannibalism would be on the agenda.
Ooh, short idea.
Cannibalism
Cannibalism
sounds
is the
super
best
barbaric.
ism?
I prefer the term
Yeah.
anti-fascist.
You know.
Communism's the best ism. Go, Max.
No,
go.
no.
Well, I do like some role playing. So.
You guys almost make me want to go back on Twitter. I won't, but you almost make me want to go back on Twitter just to follow you guys and see the drama.
Oh
What
man,
drama?
Well, Max puts the posts out, bro. Max puts the posts out. I get a lot of tweets from Mr. Max over here, and you know what? I like them and comment on a lot of them.
I only really open
You do a lot of
Twitter.
responses.
Me,
Just
I open it every like 3 or 4 days.
I don't know, man. Like Twitter, like fucking like take the worst out of me. It's like a beehive that need to be kicked, you know.
I'm a meme farmer.
Yeah.
So I get a lot of memes from Twitter.
Brian from Gaming with ADHD, he told me like I find like what did he say? I loathe the thing you post on Twitter.
Who, you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you're the funniest person that I follow on there.
I am the funniest. That's what I'm going for.
I love the women posting L's.
Yeah.
I think I follow them.
Tweets. Those are great. You take me out and you spend $100 on a date and you think that you know you're entitled to my body. Hey, check out my OnlyFans. Only $3 a month.
Man, have you seen like the Cash Me Outside girl, like
Yeah. She
Baby Barbie or whatever she calls herself.
Yeah, Bad Barbie now.
Barbie.
Like she made like she shared like how much she earned from fucking OnlyFans, like millions a month. In 1 month, 18 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane.
Fuck, man.
Justin has to do something with his money.
Dude,
I do not spend any money on porn of any kind.
Who the fuck pay for that? You know, I don't.
Like,
idiots pay for porn.
Yeah. I need to go on Dr. Phil and then make an OnlyFans so I can become rich.
Well, that's not quite how it works there.
That's how it worked for her.
Yeah.
That's what it works for her.
Yeah, so she has a thing called the vagina.
But she's kind of mid, and I don't even know, like, I don't know.
She's not even mid, dude. She's low.
No, very low.
And it's like,
okay. So here's a question. I don't know if you guys in the States know this. I probably do. You've heard the expression hood rats, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, she's a total hood rat.
Yeah.
But I've come up with a better term we're going to use to make classier. We're going to call them hood ornaments because that's what they look like now.
Yes.
Yeah.
They got the shiny teeth.
Oh, yeah. Just stand on the hood of the car and look sexy, and I'm going to drive around real fast.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Guys, I'm going to call it here.
All right.
Oh, goody. I get to go to work in 20 minutes. Yay.
Yeah. Better get ready for work.
You can still get a nap in.
Get some sleep before, my 12:30 show. Expect anybody who's available to come on and watch. Like, comment, subscribe, all that bullshit. I don't care. I laugh at your kid if he falls down. Buy a t-shirt.
What?
And have a good day, everybody.
Yep, party on, everyone.
Take care, all.